Hey, Midwest entrepreneurs, this is Casey, creator of Enterprise Rising Conference. For those of you that might have just joined recently, here's how you get around. We've got the agenda up here in the calendar. You can click on that at any time. There's actually a bunch of different buildings within Enterprise Rising Conference 2020 online, and you can go to different buildings to achieve different things, whatever you want to do. If you're having any problems with your mic or camera, down here is a need help button that'll help you troubleshoot and work through that. And last but not least, as I'm up here on virtual stage asking questions, trying my best to extract amazing tidbits for you, the attendees, please, by all means, chat in the chat box. You can click on the chat box down there. You can chat, you can banter with each other, you can banter with me. You can ask Q&A in the Q&A tab so that I can work them in. We've got TK Cater coming up in a little bit, but first I want to introduce you to one of our sponsors. Let's see here. Where are you? Forgive me if I scroll through here. And I'm going to bring up on stage Mikolai Bedor from Closers Media. He's been a 3-time sponsor of Enterprise Rising Conference. And I want to talk with Mikolai a little bit about what they're up to for 2021, why this matters to you as a startup founder or startup CEO, and why you should be paying attention to all the content and all the community that he's building, because it will actually help you. So welcome to the virtual stage, Mikolai.
Thank you, Casey. What's happening at Enterprise Rising?
Hey. So Mikolai is founder and CEO of Closers Media. Closers Media has been a long time in the making. So you yourself have been a very successful SaaS salesperson, cutting your teeth at Infor and IBM before you started teaching and coaching. And so talk to us, let's go back. Why did you start Closers Media, and who exactly are you hoping to help?
Well, so it's an interesting story because Closers Media, for any of you guys who've been to Copying Closers over the past couple of years, Closers Media was a byproduct of a podcast we started. So we actually had a fractional VP of sales agency that has been sponsoring Enterprise Rising since its beginning. And this podcast became its own beast. And this own beast, you've heard the don't hire smart people to tell them what to do. Hire smart people, they'll tell you what to do. That absolutely happened at Closers Media. Closers Media is actually a byproduct of a team post-COVID saying we sold at a theater, live events are no longer, and now we've got a plan. You go sit on, you go suck your thumb over there. We're going to put something together. So Closers Media became kind of a 3-pronged monster. Like basically, we want to make sure that founders have everything that they need from an educational standpoint or a mentor standpoint to close the deals that matter. Right? When you're a founder, those first few deals are everything. Whether it be getting funding, or if you're going to bootstrap like we've done with our startups. Closers Media is here to help with that. And so we have our educational stuff, our celebration, we call it, which is Coffee and Closers, Cocktails and Closers, which is a new show we just launched. But our platform is we align some of today's top sales performers with founders to help them close deals, close more deals, to implement a system that they can follow that makes sales easy and effortless for them. And then side by side, we pair them up with various coaches that are active selling today in the field to help them close deals. That's it in a nutshell.
Awesome. And anybody can check this out at Closers Media. Talk to us about 2020 and 2021. What do you have on the books, and what are you working on right now?
So we're kind of repositioning ourselves. We found through our shows and stuff, surveys, very active Closers community, which is made up of entrepreneurs, a lot of founders, salespeople as well, leaders, and so on, that we're repositioning ourselves as a media company, the educational, the webinars, we're launching some new webinars and so on. We're going really all in on this platform. We found that people love the shows, they love our content, but content doesn't sell deals. Founders do. And a lot of founders, as amazing as they are, they think of sales and they think of closing deals as scary, or pitching to VCs as scary. We don't agree with that, and we've kind of bucked the notion that salespeople are born. I don't believe that at all. I think case study after case study, we've had a lot of founders, great inventors, great creators. Sales was not their native tongue, and we've been able to coach them to success. And so we're really going to go all in on the hands-on kind of platform that we've built, which is our pipeline development thing. So that's 2021 in a nutshell. We're going all in on that.
Cool. So for founders that do feel like they are lacking in the sales skills department, what are those specific ways that you help them?
Specifically, I can walk you through our. First thing we're going to do is a gap analysis. Like, I want to know, where are you spending money? Because here's the deal: there's a lot of founders, and that the cash is tight, right? And they're spending a lot of money on things, whether it be consulting or whether it be marketing or whatever, and they're spending it so they don't have to sell. Okay. And the truth of the matter is if you want to replace yourself, if you want to hire a salesperson, you have to close a couple of deals. Otherwise, what are you training this person on? You can't outsource yourself, from the beginning. And I'm a 4-time founder, so I eat my own dog food. We want to know a gap analysis of where you're spending your money, good and bad. We want to know what kind of inbound strategies you have, what tools you're using, so on and so forth. And then we want to come in and how we coach is on Tuesdays, we do the theory. So we want to say, all right, in this scenario, here's a play from our playbook that you can follow. And on Thursdays, we do live sales. So we're making calls with you. We're crafting emails with you. We're proposing with you, all that kind of stuff, virtually, obviously, because of COVID. But that's how we help people. This is an ivory tower theory. This is real coaching, real deal, land in real time.
So I could see how making a real call with a real prospect could be super valuable to do with you guys, because then you're getting super customized coaching, right? For your very specific, for your style and for your product and for the way that you're structuring the contract. What does that look like? What does it look like when you're actually joining a CEO or founder on a call?
So when we're joining, we're not selling for you. So my previous agency, that was the reason why it kind of capsizes, because it was built around me and my small team. We were doing everything, prospecting, closing, everything for companies. And then when we would leave, they were stuck in the same place they were before. So we want to teach people how to fish. To me, that's the most important thing. And it's been for investors, it's been a big thing when they say, what's your sales strategy? And they can roll out our sales strategy. That's a 15-year playbook. That's produced 7 figures year over year across multiple verticals. That's impressive to them. So what it looks like is we're on the call. Let's see, on the call. And yes, we believe in calling, not cold calling. These are more follow-up reaches, but we're listening to what's going on. So instead of chatting with you along the way, but we do that sometimes, we're on a Zoom call. We're on a Zoom. You're making a phone call. So this person is unaware. And through that, I can mouth things to you. We can rah-rah. We can say, no, pivot. We can orchestrate basically. And then after that, we follow up during our coaching sessions, and we kind of talk about what worked, what didn't work, what part of the playbook they did correct, what part they skipped, so on and so forth. And so we believe in learning by doing, right? So you're not gonna learn how to close 7-figure deals year over year from a book, right? You're not gonna learn it from 2 hours in some training class. You're gonna learn it by doing. And so that's what we do. We're on those calls with people. We're kind of seeing them, coaching them, but we're not doing it for them. This is something that they gotta. This is a journey they gotta walk themselves, but we're alongside them every step of the way.
Cool. And where can people learn more? And what's a good first step for founders to do if they think they want to start working with you or just want to learn more?
You know what? My email is Mickeli, Mickeli, @closersmedia.com. Reach out to me. I'm very active on LinkedIn, so link in with me. You can also hit us up at closersmedia.com. Got a pretty robust site that kind of walks you through this. And yeah, reach out to me directly. Reach out to our team. LinkedIn website is going to be the fastest path to success. And honestly, I will tell anyone listening right now, there's a buzz that happens right here when you close your first, second, third, fourth, fifth sale. We've helped a lot of founders achieve amazing results, put their kids through college, so on and so forth. So if you're struggling with sales, please reach out to us. I left a big corporate career to help you. That's what we're doing now.
Awesome. And the day a founder feels like they've created their own playbook for themselves, for their product, for their style, is like the day sales will stop sucking and start becoming enjoyable. So build your playbook, do it with Mickeli and his team. They are exceptional. I don't take any sponsor that actually wants to sponsor Enterprise Rising Conference. I'm thankfully in a place where I get to pick my sponsors these days. And so know that whenever I bring a sponsor up on stage to riff for a couple minutes, it's because I have specifically endorsed them and I specifically believe that they are perfect for the stage startup that is attending Enterprise Rising. So know that this is not a willy-nilly kind of a sponsor who may or may not work out for you. This is the right kind of sponsor and the right kind of help at the right time. If you're, let's say, sub 3 million in revenue, if you're somewhere between $1 in revenue and probably 3 million in revenue, then this is probably going to significantly move the needle for you. So check them out. Check out closersmedia.com. You can also give a holler to Mikolai on Twitter, Mikolai Bador. In fact, please do. Thank them for being a sponsor. Thank them for supporting the entrepreneurial community. And thank you, Mikolai, for everything you do and for everything you do for the conference.
Hey, man. Thank you, Casey, for putting this on. This is hands down my favorite. These are my absolute favorite dollars spent and a favorite conference that we attend annually. So thanks for doing all the work. I know this is a lot of work for you. So cheers to you.
Love
man.
it. All right. Thanks for being on. Stay tuned, everyone. I'm going to be bringing TK Cater up on stage here in just a moment. Just hold on one sec. TK is in the house. What's up?
How's it going, man?
Hey, life's good. Welcome to The Sims meets Enterprise SaaS.
Thank you for having me. I feel like an old person navigating this thing. I'm like, what is this button? How does this work?
There is a learning curve, and Kyle, I see you in the chat. I can't see because I have a different interface than you right now. But everyone, if you're watching that talk and you would rather not be watching the talk, or you just need to dip out, there's a button down below. I think it's called "Go Back to Floor" or "Exit," one or the other. And so you can bounce out of it. So even though when you are in the theater and there is a talk going on, yes, we are going to dominate your screen, and but there is an out. You're not trapped forever. But you do want to be trapped with TK Cater, because if you are in the business of telling the masses what kind of amazing product that you are buying, then you need to know how to communicate, and you need to know how to sell is a dirty word to a lot of people. So let's just say you need to know how to preach the gospel. And TK spends a ton of time on his YouTube channel and a ton of time coaching entrepreneurs on how to do that and a lot more. So for those that aren't familiar, TK built from the ground up 2 startups. The latest was Tout App, which was really a pioneer at the time. I was a customer at the time. And this was back in you guys got going what,
2011 started.
Oh my gosh, I'm old. So I remember when it came out, it was the first ever to really track your email in a really thoughtful way, to know when people are opening, when people are clicking, and you can get a lot more sophisticated about when to sell things out. And he sold the company to Marketo, joined Marketo for a little bit, and now he's on to coaching and helping the next generation of startups succeed. So he's going to talk a lot about lessons learned, and he moves fast. So pay attention. If you are multitasking right now, I really encourage you to consider pausing whatever else you're doing and just focusing for the next 45 minutes on TK. TK, I'm going to be here, but I'm not going to be here. So I'm going to not be visible, but I'm going to be on stage. Look at that. And I might pop in once in a while if there's some good questions. So I might just jump in and interrupt with some questions. I'll also jump back in if you're noticeably wrapping up. I'll jump back in, but I'll just be right here by your side. I'll just be invisible. So take it away, TK.
Awesome. Casey, first of all, thanks for the introduction. Really excited to be here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Enterprise Rising today. Thanks for joining. Casey reached out to me and he said, hey, I want you to speak. I got the opportunity to speak. I think it was 2 years ago when I was still at Marketo. And he said, I want you to speak, and I want you to talk about one of your most popular YouTube videos. So I run a YouTube channel right now. It's all about building SaaS businesses. So you can check it out at tkcater.com/YouTube. And we do 3 episodes a week, and we're coming up on almost 100 episodes. And anyways, we do everything from how to fundraise to your pitch deck to how to build out your go-to-market machine. And one of my most popular videos was if I were to go start a SaaS business today. So I've been in SaaS for the last 15 years or so. And so one of the things that I wondered was, okay, I'm doing all these tips on how to build SaaS businesses and grow them, but if I were to start one today myself, what would I do? And that's the impetus for this talk. So I'll be walking you through